Hello and welcome to biology class, and in this video lecture we are going to discuss about the counter current mechanism. So what is the counter current mechanism and how this counter current mechanism is beneficial for the animals, especially the human being, and what is the main advantage of the counter current mechanism we will discuss in this video lecture. So here the pictorial representation of two structure. One is showing, this is the structure showing vasa recta, and this structure represents the tubules of the nephron. That means it is showing the nephron. So the arrangement of vasa recta and the nephron together responsible for make such an arrangement that they are responsible for counter current mechanism. So what is counter current mechanism? The flow of liquid in opposite direction in the vasa recta as well as the Henle's loop of the nephron. Especially we will observe the counter current mechanism in vasa recta as well as Henle's loop, because in these two structure inside the nephron the flow of liquid take place in opposite direction, and that is why it is known as counter current. So this counter current, how it is helpful for the what is the purpose for this kind of arrangement or for this kind of flow of liquid? So counter current, or main advantage of counter current mechanism is to produce concentrate urine. To produce concentrate urine, and one of the important feature of all the terrestrial animals, especially the mammals, to produce, mostly the mammals have to produce concentrate urine, because they are adopted in the habitat where no less water available for their body or for their survival. So to conserve water, they need to produce concentrate urine, and for that purpose the counter current mechanism is essential. So one of the reason for to counter current to take place in our body or to take place in nephron to conserve water, or in other words we can say that to make the concentrate urine, and that concentrate urine will be take place by the absorption of more water. Means the indirect reason is to absorb, especially the reabsorb more and more water. And this more and more water will be reabsorbed into the blood, especially with the help of or by making the concentration gradient. So the main purpose of counter current mechanism is to produce concentration gradient, and how the concentration gradient made by these two structure, that is vasa recta and the Henle's loop of the nephron. So as we have studied in previous video lecture that after filtration the filtrate get moved in the tubular part of the nephron. So when the filtrate get moved from along the tubular part of nephron, the descending limb of the loop of Henle, this is the descending limb of Henle's tube, and this one is the ascending limb of Henle's tube. So as the filtrate go down along with the descending limb, and we have studied that descending limb is permeable to water but not permeable to the electrolyte, that is sodium and chloride. So water get removed from the descending part of the Henle's tube, and that on that time the electrolyte do not get outside. So in that case the osmolarity becomes increased due to removal of water. The osmolarity or inside the tubules, the concentration of the electrolyte or concentration of filtrate becomes increased. So this concentration of increase of on the other hand, in the ascending limb of loop of Henle, as it is permeable to electrolytes, so it also becomes go in opposite direction. That means here the concentration or osmolarity becomes decreased. When we go from downward direction or go from inner medulla part to cortex region, then the osmolarity becomes decreased. While when we move from cortex region to medulla region, the osmolarity becomes increased. So this increase and decrease of osmolarity take place due to the release of water as well as reabsorption of water as well as release of these electrolytes. So release of electrolyte result in the concentration gradient of the interstitial space. So interstitial when a large amount of concentration gradient or more concentration gradient will be occur here the concentration gradient generated in the medulla region, especially the interstitial fluid becomes more concentrate due to removal of excess electrolyte from the tubules of Henle's tube, as well as it also gets removed from the descending limb of vasa recta. So descending limb of vasa recta and ascending limb of loop of Henle together responsible to release the electrolyte in large quantity, and that large quantity of electrolyte is responsible to make the concentration gradient of interstitial fluid of the medulla region, and that concentration gradient of interstitial fluid of medulla region result in the absorption of more water through that interstitial fluid, and from that interstitial fluid the amount of water get reabsorbed again by the blood capillaries, and then it get enter into the blood, and this reabsorption process also taking place in more quantity from the collecting duct. This one is the collecting duct. So especially the reabsorption of water takes place from the collecting duct region, and due to absorption of more amount of water, reabsorption of more amount of water, the urine becomes urine get concentrate, or the concentrated urine get passed along the collecting duct. Means here the urine becomes concentrate, and as we have understood from the previous data that the urine becomes 4 times, urine get concentrate 4 times then the filtrate. The filtrate after ultrafiltration, if we compare from that filtrate, the urine is 4 times concentrated than that filtrate. So that concentration of urine only is possible due to the Vasarekha or counter current mechanism shown by Vasarekha and Henle's group of the nephron. So this is all about the counter current mechanism, and which is specially responsible for the concentration or to make the urine becomes more concentrated.